Hello, my name is Poppy Beharrell and this is the news at 3. Our headlines today: Arsene Wenger resigns as Arsenal manager, the council put more money into developing buildings, and a spring festival of fun hits Huddersfield this weekend. But first, a Huddersfield firm has started a movement to reduce single-use plastics with the help of an Italian restaurant. Leeds restaurant Live in Italy have joined the campaign #NoSuckinPlastic, created by the Huddersfield-based firm Para, in hopes to reduce the Earth's carbon footprint. Live in Italy have swapped plastic straws to paper straws to reduce the waste. This comes after the Prime Minister pledged to ban all single-use plastic across the country yesterday in order to protect the oceans and those living in it. The restaurant explains why they chose to join in on this campaign.
As a myself, I thought that we had a chance to really represent an industry, and that, seeing the amount of plastic that we go through also in a restaurant, we thought that we could have made a substantial change, and so we thought, yeah, we've got an opportunity there to do something at home rather than elsewhere, and we started recycling plastic.
Kirklees Council will borrow millions of pounds to fund repairs and improvements to public buildings. Our reporter, Drew McCulloch, has more on the story.
Kirklees Council has to borrow millions of pounds to fund repairs and upgrades to public buildings. Struggling to pool enough funds, the council will take out a £2.3 million loan to work on numerous facilities and buildings. Only half of the budget will be spent on repairs, while the remaining amount will pay for new cremators at Huddersfield and Dewsbury crematoria. Taxpayers will face £30,000 in interest per year over the course of 2 decades unless it can be paid off early. Since last year, a number of public buildings have received 6-figure improvements and repairs, including town halls, swimming baths, council offices and public parks. Kirklees Council has struggled to maintain its buildings due to £197 million worth of budget cuts over the last decade.
Officials in West Yorkshire are discussing potential plans to regenerate 1,000 historic disused textile mills around the region. Buildings included in Kirklees are Bank Bottom Mills and New Mills. They have been empty for almost 20 years. It will cost £100,000, which will generate more than 3,000 jobs and 600 homes to local residents. A report by England Historic stated that this project will attract a huge opportunity to support economic growth across West Yorkshire by modernising textile mills. A man has appeared in Kirklees Magistrates Court after stealing a pensioner's coin collection. The courts were told that the 87-year-old man was out of his Leeds Road home when targeted on the 29th of January. Mark Wilkins, aged 48, was accused of stealing the coin collection that is valued at £200. He appeared at Huddersfield Court with burglary and is being sent to Leeds Crown Court for May 10th. On to sport now. Arsene Wenger's last game as Arsenal manager will take place here in Huddersfield. The Arsenal boss announced this morning he will be retiring at the end of the season. With only 5 games remaining in their Premier League campaign, the Gunners will travel to the John Smith Stadium to take on Huddersfield Town on the 13th of May. And while Huddersfield Town aren't playing this weekend, they're hoping that Watford will win when they host Crystal Palace tomorrow. Palace are just a point behind Town, and anything other than a defeat this weekend could prove damaging for Huddersfield's hopes to stay in the Premier League. After their win last weekend against Watford, Huddersfield Town are looking forward to their game against Everton next weekend.
This will be maybe one of the biggest games in the club, in the recent club history, against Everton. So this will be one of the most important games which we play for us, maybe not for Everton, and this is how we take this task.
Huddersfield Giants face top of the league St Helens tonight. There's 3 changes to the Giants lineup following their last defeat by Salford. Giants sit second from the bottom and are looking for a win after losing 8 games this season. And finally, if you are planning a garden party or barbecue this weekend, a Slough business could have just what you need. AP Horse Boxes is turning old horse trailers into bars and catering outlets to use this at summer events. Their new business is really taking off. There's now an 8-week waiting list. The fittings inside include disco lights, plus that all-important fridge to chill the drinks. Just a little different to their regular trade of manufacturing conventional horse boxes for our 4-legged friends. So will you need a fridge to chill the drinks for that garden party this weekend? Let's find out if the weather is going to hold. Here's Emily Wilson with the latest forecast.
Spring is well and truly on its way, as most of you will know after spending the day in the scorching sun we had yesterday. As you can see, the weather is set to continue into today and Saturday with highs of 20 degrees. Unfortunately though, into Sunday it will be getting cloudier with highs of 15 degrees. Still warm, but slightly cooler. Also welcoming in the spring this weekend is Marsden with their Cuckoo Festival. Here's a taster of what you can expect at this year's festival.
Thank you, Emily. That's all from us for now. I'll be back later with more news updates.